Hello, this is Jack from tofluency.com and welcome to this lesson where we're going to talk about intensive courses and going abroad or to an English speaking country to take one of these courses in order to improve your English. So I'm going to tell you a story about a student I used to have, because this is going to help you understand if taking an intensive course is worth it and what to do if you do take a course to make the most out of it, to get the most out of this experience. So I had a student, let's call her Sarah, and Sarah is from France. Okay, so Sarah's from France. She is studying English and she took a lesson with me once a week for about 6 months. Okay. So she was a good student in that she always came to the lesson on time and she was focused during the lesson. But she didn't do anything outside of that class. I always talked about, okay, listen to things in English, follow the method. I gave her audio so that she could repeat it, but she never really did this outside of class. And then one day she said, okay, I can't take a lesson for the next 3 weeks because I'm going to take a course in London. I'm going to London to study, to take this intensive course. And I thought, great, she's going to get a lot out of it if she does the right things. So she went to London, she came back and we had our next lesson. I asked her how the whole experience was. Like, did she enjoy it? Did she get a lot out of it? Did she improve? And she started to speak and I didn't notice any improvement. I mean, it was only a 2-week course, but sometimes you think, okay, you're going to London, you're practicing all the time, you're taking a course, maybe we'll see some improvement, but there was nothing. And she told me that the course was terrible, that it wasn't what she wanted it to be, because it was all based on a course book. It was like one of those typical language courses where there's a teacher, 10, 20 students in the class, and you go through a course book by going through grammar, vocabulary, doing some exercises, listening to something, writing in your notebook, doing a little bit of homework here and there. But there was no real speaking practice and no feedback on speaking. But she also told me that while she was there, she lived in an apartment with people from France. So I think there were about 3 of them in this apartment in London, and all of them were from France. So I asked her, did you meet anybody from London? And she said, not really. And I said, did you use your English outside of the course? And she said, not really. So she didn't immerse herself in any kind of way. She went to London to learn English, but she could have taken the same course either online or in the city where she was from. She could have found probably the exact same course where she was from. So we can learn a few things from this. Firstly, if you're going to make the most out of a course, you want to take one that is going to suit you and what you want to do. So if you want to work on your speaking, then find a course that's going to do that. If you want to learn something for the IELTS exam, then take a course for the IELTS. So find something that is specific to you. But also, if you are going to go to an English speaking country, immerse yourself in the best way you can. So do things like live with an English speaking family or somebody who can help you learn English. So a lot of these courses offer that. They'll say, okay, you can stay with this family while you are here. And therefore, you're using your English in a real way outside of the lessons. Additionally, meet people. Go out there and meet people. It can be scary at first, but it's the best way for you to really gain context about the language, to use your English in a natural way, in a real way. So go out there and meet as many people as possible. But also, don't rely on a course if that's the only thing you're going to do, because 2 or 3 weeks is not enough. Learning English is all about doing the right things consistently over the long term. So it's better to do something like the Fluency Method, and I'll have full details of the method in the description. To do the Fluency Method, 15 minutes a day, every day for 6 months, than to go on an intensive course for 2 weeks. Because you think, okay, 2 weeks, I can learn English every day. I can do so much in that time. I can just really focus and get to a higher level. But it's very rare that that happens. You'll need to do the right things before you leave and the right things after you leave. And also, when it comes to an English course, an intensive course, think about whether it is worth it for the time and the price. Because I know Sarah from France spent a lot of money on this intensive course. Now, from what I know, she could afford it, but she spent a lot of money on this course. And the value she got from it wasn't worth it, because it made no difference to her level. Now, there might have been some things that she learned, some grammar term or, a few new words and phrases, but over the long term, it made no difference. That's why it's important that if you do this, and if you're not going to do it, is to do the right things before and after you leave. So, the Fluency Method. Use this method where you are taking English audio phrases, you're repeating them, you are getting feedback on your version, and then you're getting long-term repetition. Do things like listening to podcasts that you enjoy. Now, I got an email today from somebody saying, I don't understand podcasts. And if you don't understand podcasts, listen to graded readers or watch YouTube videos like this one from English teachers. But the key is to listen as much as possible. So, to Fluency Method, listen as much as possible. Do some writing, practice your writing, use Grammarly to get feedback on your grammar in an automatic way. Then also read as much as you can, read things that you enjoy, and watch TV. You can also find speaking partners too. And what you'll notice here, a lot of these methods are like immersing yourself in English from anywhere in the world. So to immerse yourself, you don't have to go to an English speaking country. Yes, the experience is richer. It's more real in a way. But not everyone can go to an English speaking country for a week, 2 weeks or more. There are time limits, money limits, visa limits in some cases. So immerse yourself no matter where you are right now. Do these things that actually make a difference and do them on a daily basis. That is much better than just doing nothing or very little, going to the UK for 2 weeks, immersing yourself, coming back home and then doing nothing again for 6 months. But this is the key. This is the key. Immerse yourself no matter where you live and do the right things on a daily basis. So I want to know if you have ever been to an English speaking country to take an intensive course. Let me know how it went for you. Did you take a course that helped you? What tips do you have for other people who are going to take a similar course? And then if you have enjoyed this lesson, then please like it and share it with your friends. Send it on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, whatever you use. Okay, so while you're here, why not watch another video and learn more about the Fluency Method? And leave a comment below. Don't forget to do that. Okay, thank you for being here and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.